Du Plessis. Spinning back fist by the champion.
Here's the elbow.
Beautiful elbow by the champion. That was nice.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about why the fuck, excuse my language, but why are these fucking fighters coping about Dricus du Plessis? Dricus du Plessis, whatever the kid's name is. Fucking hair in my mouth. Dricus, once again, destroyed Sean Strickland in his last fight. Before that, you know, he did what he did to Adesanya. He's winning all these big fights. And these fighters and these media analysts and these people are all coping about it. Oh, we'll start with this one because this really pissed me off. Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen sees a giant flaw in Dricus' resume. He fights these guys that have such a great name, but look at the timeline that let's just listen to this dork.
Somehow Dricus just gets it done, man. I said this in an interview before. It's like if you look at his resume on paper, like, fuck, man, this guy
So now he's turning into Anthony Smith.
is a stud. But like, if you really look at it and watch the fights, he fights these guys that have such a great name, but look at the timeline that he fights them. Like, he's fighting them like kind of when they're not really motivated or on their way out, or just Father Time's getting them, whatever the case may be.
See, like, what are you talking about? He's fighting these guys when they're not motivated or when they're about to... Oh. He beat Sean Strickland the first time, which I stood on business, and I told you guys, I said, I think Dricus beat Strickland the first time. But everyone wanted to switch up because it was cool to say, you know what? I do think Strickland won that fight. I always stood on business, and I said, I think Dricus won that first fight against Strickland. I stand by that. Before that, he knocked out Robert Whittaker. After that, he submitted Israel Adesanya. Then he just 50-45 Sean Strickland, a guy who's really good at absolutely dominating it with his forward pressure. He forward pressured the forward pressurer. So if you're going to sit here and tell me and act like, oh, Dricus du Plessis, he gets lucky with these matchups. He only fights the guys when they're... Let's keep going.
Like, you see, for instance, you see Izzy on someone's resume, and you're like, you think of the Izzy at his top, and you're like, wow, he beat this guy, and it's like, you watch the fight, and you're like, this ain't the Izzy that fought like Paulo Costa or anything like that. Like, this ain't the same guy. So
It doesn't matter. Okay, so using Israel Adesanya as an example, fine, right? You say that, right? And this goes for you Izzy fans as well. That was one of the best versions of Israel Adesanya we have ever seen in that fight. He looked so good in that fight. Just like the Amavov fight, he looked really good. The only fight you could probably make this argument that Brendan Allen is making right now is in the Strickland fight. He did look kind of flat in that fight. But even then, did he look flat or did he just get figured out? Who knows? Brendan Allen saying this is so stupid to me because just Adesanya looked good in that fight that he lost in against Dricus. He looked good in that fight. So this doesn't apply. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. Also, follow me on Twitter at BXGMMA, guys. I'm trying to get my likes and my followers up. Let's go.
I just think he gets them at the best times, the best names at the best times, and, you know, is what it is.
I don't agree with that whatsoever. I just don't. I just don't believe. I don't know. I just don't agree with that. The fuck is it's a hair in my mouth? I just don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I just don't think that he gets them at the best times. Like, Dricus du Plessis is beating guys, and he's doing things to guys that no one else is doing. No one has ever submitted Adesanya. Adesanya's faced a couple of grapplers throughout his career. Dricus is the first guy to submit him. You know, he's the first guy to knock out Whittaker in a while. No one has knocked out Whittaker in fucking years. And he dropped him with a jab and then fucking just TKO'd him. Like, he's not beating these washed guys. Whittaker before the Dricus fight was on a good winning streak. Wasn't he on like a 3-fight winning streak? Well, Whittaker's always on a 3-fight winning streak. This is literally what Whittaker does. He'll be on a 3-fight winning streak. He'll lose to a top guy, be on another 3-fight winning streak. I love Whittaker, but... So that was Brendan Allen's shitty comments. Like what? And Brendan Allen's been talking shit about Dricus for so many years, bro. Now look, he's just salty that Dricus has made it to the top and he's not yet. Well, we could talk about Anthony Hernandez. He's also made some comments about Dricus. Not as shitty as these comments, but he has claimed that he knows how to beat Dricus. So let's get into that as well. So here's Anthony Hernandez discussing what a possible Dricus versus Anthony Fluffy Hernandez fight would look like. Let's get right into it.
Do you feel like if you go out there and beat Brendan, there's a chance that they might call you, or are you just kind of like looking at this fight and be like, whatever happens afterwards?
I'm just looking at this fight for sure, because this is the biggest fight that matters. You know what I mean? It's finish this guy, get my hand raised, make a statement, and then the UFC has a plan. You know what I mean? They always got a fucking plan. You've seen guys that weren't even ranked get title shots. So I figure if the timing matches up, then they give me that shot, I'll be fucking ready, no matter what. You know what I mean? I like the fight with DDP. I was supposed to have that fight already, and I was like, dope. I said yes on like with 2 weeks' notice or some shit. I believe I have the skills to beat the guy. It's crazy because I tell everyone it looks like he's gassed, but the motherfucker keeps coming forward. You know what I mean? And he's awkward, so that throws people off. But I definitely would like that fight. But for right now, it's just Brandon Allen. You know what I mean? It's on my mind.
So, Fluffy, Anthony Hernandez, this is why I'm picking my boy Anthony Hernandez to destroy Brendan Allen. Because Anthony Hernandez, with a very sensible breakdown of Dricus du Plessis. These people got to stop coping about Dricus. He's not gassed when he fights. He's not sloppy anymore. He's effective. What he does different than these other fighters is he throws. He actually throws his punches. That's what I've noticed, at least with Dricus. Yeah, he's not going to sit and wait in the pocket or outside the pocket and throw a calf kick and jab to the body, maybe feint to the head, throw it to. What Dricus is good at is literally the opposite of what I just said. He just throws. He doesn't really set up things. He doesn't set up feints. Or not set up feints. He doesn't set up off of feints or set up off of the jab. You know, you got to work off the jab like we're in the 1990s and we're doing like lightweight boxing, Marvin Hagler shit. No, he's just going. He's just striking. He's just throwing. And it works because in this era of UFC where everybody is so technical, everybody wants to be so technical, which is not bad, obviously. It just shows how skilled the guys are now. It's why it's why Anthony Hernandez and Hamza Chimaev are good too. Because those guys, they're not, I got to get side control and I got to get, Hamza Chimaev starts the fight, goes for a takedown, gets a submission. Because he's trying to get out of there. He's not trying to, I'm just going to stay here in side control. Okay, it's round 2. Okay, I'm gonna wait on the feet a little bit. Let me throw a little calf kick or two. Let me work the leg. No, bro, he goes for a takedown immediately. And that's what Hernandez does, and that's what a lot of the successful guys you're seeing do now. Even a Merab. I think Merab and Dricus are kind of similar. Even Pantoja. You're seeing that not necessarily that skill is not a thing in these divisions, but like, really, is Dricus the most skilled guy in his division? I mean, he doesn't have the best striking. He doesn't have the best jiu-jitsu. He doesn't have the best grappling. But he's effective. It doesn't matter. It's effectiveness. Is Pantoja really the best striker? Oh, but he's effective. Is Merab really the best grappler when he has 0 submissions in the UFC? No, but he's effective. These guys are and they have good chins. They all have good chins. So, yeah, I don't know what that whole thing was about. I just want to say, like, I just feel like Dricus du Plessis is getting completely disrespected. We could look at some other comments as well, though. Again, here you have Bilal Muhammad. He can barely walk without tripping over his own feet. He ain't touching me. Honestly, I'd pick Dricus to win this fight, man. If he were to fight Bilal Muhammad, he'd be too big for Bilal. Bilal's a big welterweight, but Dricus is Dricus, man. It'd be unironically, this fight would actually be really awesome. I feel like. Why do I feel like this would be a war? I feel like they'd be like bloodied. One of them will have like one eye by the end of the fight. Probably Bilal. He already has one eye. But like here, you got Bilal Muhammad. He can barely walk without tripping over his own feet. He ain't touching me. Bilal, I actually like Bilal too. I don't want to do this. I like Bilal, but Well, sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up, bro. Come on. Sometimes these fighters are coping, man. They're coping. They're absolutely coping about Dricus. Like, just look at this incredible striking from Dricus right here. Boom, look at that. You saw that? Look at that knockout. One more time. Let's put this on mute in case it's copyright. Well, who cares? I'm playing it anyways, right? But look, Dricus du Plessis when it looks like he might lose. Look at this. He's up against the cage. Look at this. Boom! Right hand. The sloppiest right hand you ever seen. And it works. And it's effective. It's effective, guys. I don't know. This whole video, I'm just glazing Dricus, all right? Let's just look at Brendan Allen's high level. Look at this. Look how good Brendan Allen is, man. Wow. Literally face planting. Look at this. One more time. Look how good Brendan Allen is. Look. This is in round 3, by the way. Round 3. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Look. He's so elite, guys. Look how elite Brendan Allen is. If any of you guys are picking Brendan Allen to be Anthony Hernandez, like, you even got Kyle Baraujo weighing in. Says every time that Dricus fights, I was thinking the other guy was gonna win. He's so strange. He's so awkward. He misses a lot. He has a lot of mistakes on his game and all that, but he makes it work. This is crazy. We don't have to play the video. Fuck Ariel Hawani, but no, but seriously, I like again. Does he make a lot of mistakes? I mean, is Dricus secretly a genius fighter? I don't know, but that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, make sure you guys like and sub to the YouTube. Make sure you guys follow the Twitter. I'm pretty active on there. See you guys next time. What do you guys think about Dricus du Plessis? What do you guys think about these fighters fucking coping about Dricus? I think the MMA world, I think a lot of the MMA fighters of today are just coping that they can't beat a guy who looks fucking sloppy as shit. See you guys next time. And yeah, fuck John Jones.